Hello, this is Mark. I work at one of the Apple retail store. Apple released the new version of the iMac. It's called the 999 US dollars educational iMac. And Macworld website said it's too expensive and it's too late. For me personally, I don't really like this model very much because the Apple cut everything in half. You got only i3 processor. i3 processor doesn't have turbo boost, it doesn't have the hyper threadings, and the i3 processor is not quad core, it's only dual core. You got only 2 gigs of RAM, it's very slow for a line, and you got only 256. So compared to the regular iMac, you got everything cut in half. You got good graphic cards from AMD, 6660, but you got only 256 megabytes for the distinct RAM for the graphic card. But the price is not half. Okay, the specs, okay, it's half, but the price is not half. It's $999. So for me, and it doesn't have the Thunderbolt port. Okay. So for me personally, I'm not very interested in this very much, and I don't really agree with Apple about this limitation because when we trace back into the history, I hope you remember if you are a real Mac fan. When we trace back into the history, at that time, Apple wants to eliminate the 17-inch iMac, the white polycarbonate plastic one from the market. It's called 17-inch iMac. At that time, well, before that really faded out from the market, Apple allows only educational channels to buy the 17-inch white iMac at that time. And now, even the MacBook White, okay, in some channels you still can buy the MacBook White, but it must be educational channels. And now it's the new iMac. Well, I think it's really great because if you buy the Mac Mini with the good screens and the Apple wireless mouse and Apple's Magic Trackpad or the Apple wireless keyboards, well, the price will be pretty close. I think it's a good value, but they should not just, put certain people in one loop, like, okay, educational channel. What about me? I just finished from college and I just started my new jobs. I have very low salaries and I want something that's really, really cheap. So I want to buy this iMac too, it's $999, but Apple wouldn't allow me to buy that one because I'm not a student. Because we should have the right to buy this thing. Okay, so for me personally, I think you should buy this model, even though you were a student. Because if you sit down and if you compare between one feature to another, they cut everything in half, but the price not half. It's still $999, so you pay slightly more. You got that one. You got the quad-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM. You got 500 gigabytes storage, and you got more RAM for the graphic card. So for me personally, I think you should buy the regular iMac, not this one. You don't have to believe me, but it's for my heart. Thanks for watching.